Welcome to the Literary Titan podcast. In every episode, we dive into a book we've just read and share our thoughts, from best-selling authors to rising literary stars. We read it. Now let's talk about it.
David Navaria's Gloria, a love story, drops me into a split-screen timeline. In 2026, an instrument that can view the past, and, newly, the future, convinces the U.S. government that goodness is about to be wiped out. Their answer is to send Captain Augustine Gus Tadlock more than 2 centuries forward into a collapsed world to locate Manhig, the leader, and help him hold a thin line against depravity. Gus lands in a layover market of slavery and public carnality, claws his way toward Manhig's people, and, almost despite himself, becomes tethered to a traumatized teenage slave girl he frees, Gloria. What surprised me first wasn't the bleakness. It was the book's appetite for contrast. One moment, I'm watching Gus move through a carnival of moral rot. The next, I'm in the warmth of found order. Councils formed, laws debated, a stronghold engineered, a leader learning how not to become a tyrant. That oscillation gives the romance an odd, bright voltage, tenderness as a kind of insurgency. Still, the prose doesn't tiptoe. It likes to look directly at ugliness, and it wants my stomach to tighten before it lets my chest loosen. Then comes the book's promised pivot, a totally unexpected and shocking event, and it earns that warning with a swerve into betrayal that is both operatic and vicious. The scene where Gloria's mask drops and she weaponizes intimacy with almost giddy cruelty is written to wound Gus and the reader at once, turning the love story into something more like a moral stress test. How much can devotion survive when it's been fed lies? Sometimes the heat of the erotic material and the seriousness of the good versus evil cosmology collide, but I couldn't deny the narrative momentum. Even the battles, mutated ogres framed as demons of Satan, feel less like set pieces than like externalizations of the same question. What exactly is a person made of when the world stops pretending? This is for readers who want their dystopian romance, post-apocalyptic time travel, military sci-fi, and erotic thriller elements braided together, especially mature readers who don't flinch at explicit sex, brutality, or blunt moral language. If you like the time-tossed devotion of Diana Gabaldon's Outlander, but wish it lived in a harsher, more theologically charged wasteland, Gloria will feel similar. Love, here, is either a rescue mission or a weapon, and you don't get to choose which without paying for it.
Thanks for joining us on the Literary Titan podcast. If today's review sparked your interest, be sure to pick up a copy of the book and experience it for yourself. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a rating, or share it with a fellow book lover. Until next time, keep reading, not just to escape, but to grow.